guys, kia ora whānau. Welcome to the next video. As you can see, I'm in Broome. So I came in to Broome on Sunday. Because I was a day early, I asked to come in a day early. I had to go onto a different site, and then yesterday I moved onto the site I'm currently on, which is a waterfront site. Really nice views out over the water on the town beach side of Broome, so the opposite side from Cable Beach. Nice park, well appointed park. Yeah, and I'm here for the next 10-11 days or so, plenty of time to have a look around. So yesterday I did nothing. I set up camp, got everything sorted, did some washing, and then spent the day, had a lazy day, a little bit sitting outside, a little bit watching movies. Yeah, just a day to catch up on some rest, basically. So today I'm going to go in and have a look around downtown Broome. Might get the car washed and a couple other things, see how we go. I'm planning on heading up to Cygnet Bay at some stage this week. It's about a 2-hour drive, and have a look at the Cygnet Bay Pearl Farm. So I've been to the Willie Creek Pearl Farm before. Selena and I both went there when we came here. So I thought I'd go up and have a look at the Cygnet Bay Pearl Farm, and maybe do a trip out to the ocean waterfall. Okay, so Sam's fun fact. So the big thing about the Kimberley, and especially around Broome, is the red dirt. So over millions of years, the Kimberley's ancient rocks and sandstone weathered down to soil rich in iron minerals. And iron plus oxygen equals rust. So when the iron is exposed to air and moisture, it oxidizes, basically the same process that makes metal rust. That rust gives the soil its deep red colour. Then the hot climate intensifies the colour. The tropical heat and seasonal wet and dry cycle help leach away lighter minerals, leaving behind concentrated iron oxides. There you go. That's why the soil is red. I knew it was iron, but yeah, it's actually rust. There you go. Alright, so I'm going to clean up and start my day. This is Town Beach. So that's Streeter's Jetty in Chinatown. The jetty was built during the pearling industry in the 1800s and early 1900s to facilitate the pearl luggers. dinner. So yesterday I just went and had a general look around Broome. Went into Chinatown, or the main part of Broome actually, but they call it Chinatown because it's where the Chinatown used to be, I think. I don't know why they call it Chinatown. The place was full of Japanese. Anyway, went down, had a look through there, went down to check out the entry onto Cable Beach, because you can't, at the moment, you can't get onto Cable Beach the same way we did, or the same way I did last time I was here, down by the surf club. It's all blocked off because they're doing a whole heap of works there, so you've got to go down to the beach entrance down by, I can't remember the name of the point, but anyway. So I don't know how long that's going on for. So that whole area down there in Cable Beach looks quite a bit different than it used to, with all the works going on. And so yeah, I went and had a look there, and then went and washed the car and came back here and did a bit of detail work on the car because it hasn't had a wash for so long. Today, not sure what I'm going to do today. I'm thinking I'll probably go down, just want to have a walk along this beachfront down to Town Beach, see how far the walk is down to Town Beach, because on the 1st or 2nd of June I want to be down on Town Beach to look at the Stairway to the Moon. And 1st of June is the first opportunity to see the Stairway to the Moon, but I'll explain that when it happens. So yeah, I might just do that walk, and at some point I want to go out to the crocodile farm as well. So anyway, so that's what's happening here. Sam's fun fact: so prominent people in Broome: Paddy DeJarwin, whatever. 1887 to 1991, was an enterprising Yawuru man who worked in a variety of industries, starting his own sandalwood cutting business. He was a skipper on one of Broome's pearling families, Broome's pearling families. He worked on the Broome Roads Board, supervising Aboriginal prisoners as they built many of the roads around town. But his purported claim to fame is found at the pub. In March 1963, during the visit of Queen Elizabeth II, Paddy claims to have been the first Aboriginal person to be served a beer in a hotel in Broome. After dancing for the Queen and the Prince of Wales, he requested that he be granted the same rights as a white man. With her approval, he was served in the whites-only section of the Continental Hotel. There you go. Alright, so I'm going to clean up and head off for the day. This is Broome. This is Broome Port. It's quite interesting. I haven't been down this part before. Last time I was here I didn't have a look down here, but yeah, it's quite cool. There's the working port of Broome. The big wharves. Not sure what comes and goes from here, but side of Broome I haven't seen before. Morena. So yesterday I went down and had a look at the Port of Broome, so the working port. I haven't been down that way before in the last couple of times I've been here, so yeah, quite a interesting looking place. Some really interesting rock formations and all that sort of stuff. So not sure what they exporting that out of there or they send in and out of there, but yeah. Today I'm going to head to Cygnet Bay. I've booked a couple of tours at Cygnet Bay Pearl Farm. It's about 2 hours away, so I get on the road early this morning. I've got a tour at 11:30, and then I've got a sea tour out to the ocean waterfalls at 1:30. So yeah, it'll be a big day, and then when that finishes about 3:30, and then a 2-hour drive back. So yeah, see how that goes. Sam's fun fact. So when you look at the water out here, it's quite, you get that really turquoise blue colour, sort of, 100, 200 metres out, and then it turns to a bit of a grey colour when it's closer in at high tide. And that's because the tides here are so big, they can be anywhere between 8 and 10 metre tides here. So that when the tide is rushing in, it picks up sediment off the bottom and colours the water close into shore, and makes it look that greyish colour. And also because the sediment in the Kimberley is so fine, it picks up quite easily. So that's the reason for the change in colour in the water. Alright, I'm going to clean up and then get on the road. I'm at the Cygnet Bay Pearl Farm. I got 2 tours today, one at 11:30, which is just around the Pearl Farm, and one at 1:30, which is out at sea to the reef. Good, mate. Yeah, launching the boat. I think that's what I'm going out on at 11:30.
of the Australian pearling industry begins with the first Australians, who were amongst the first people in the world to harvest and collect the mother of pearl shell. And evidence has shown that we've been doing so for more than 22,000 years. So along the Pilbara and Kimberley coast, with the indigenous tribes, they used to harvest the mother of pearl shell. Mainly that one's a black lip oyster, also get a white lip oyster. So you get redhead, brunette, blondies, oysters will come in many different colors as well. So sir, you can't determine the sex of an oyster just by looking at it. But all oysters and mussel species are hermaphrodites. As you guys saw in the film, those men were under 44-gallon drums on mangrove wood. Today, everything is done indoors under very sterile conditions.
And the reef is actually connected to the island. So if you were to walk all the way back to the island, you would actually meet the beach if you walked along that reef. If you look on a map, half of it's dark green and half of it's light green, and they're connected, and half of that means the island, half of the island is reef and half of it is actually land. So as you can see now, there's...
Your radio on, man?
long enough
this must just finish all the high fire. Is this water being fed from anywhere, or is it just the water was sitting high? Oh, that's it.
They would then like try and steer into the whirlpool, gain speed, and then kind of use the vortex to gain speed. Oh, this is literally what my grandfather used to do. And jump, 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 and then when they get to the point where they think they've got just enough speed, jump, 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 and sort of break away and sort of slowly peel out of these whirlpools, or wait 4 hours and go around and around in circles. But they would pull into a landing right behind us here. And then, you know, there's a road that goes right the way across this mission. And this mission ran for about 60 years. It was a very successful mission in the sense that it was sort of self-supporting. It was run by a guy by the name of Sid Hadley, who actually in his younger part of life was a pearler back in the gritty days of shelling and Broome. And him and his mate Harry Hunter were actually blackbirders. So they weren't particularly nice people. Oh, am I going to hang on? No, it's all right. We'll come around. So that blackbirding was the practice of basically taking coastal Aboriginal people in captivity and selling them to the pearling industry for labour.
Sort of areas of land, leaving the mainland being the Dampier Peninsula is about 250 million years old, and this Kimberley block out here was around before the dinosaurs, before us, before anything, and it's about 1.8 billion years old. And then when these ice caps melted on Earth about 10,000 to 20,000 years ago, up now and you'll see that you can actually see the whole bottom of the water here. I'll try and get as close to that water, and if I get too close, feel free to go up the front and, I don't know, some people like to feel the water. Yeah, now you can see you can actually start to see the bottom.
Oh, there you go, let's see Reef Waterfall. Amazing sight. Well worth coming out here.
Pretty incredible to see how fast that tide goes.
There's the other boat coming in. Oh, morena. So, wow, what a day yesterday. Left here 7:30 in the morning and got home at just before 7:30 at night, so out all day. So went out to Cygnet Bay, to the Cygnet Bay Pearl Farm, and then did a tour of the pearl farm, just a land-based tour, and had a look at, you know, the oysters, how they seed them, and getting all the information on cultured pearls. And then that was in the morning, and then in the afternoon jumped on a boat and headed out to a Reef Waterfall. So about, I don't know, 20 minutes by boat out to this Reef Waterfall, and it's where the tide is rushing out. There's such big tides, the second biggest tides in the world apparently, and it creates a waterfall effect on a reef that's part of an island. Can't remember the name of the island, I'll put it down the bottom. Yeah, went and had a look at that. Amazing. And then went round into a bit of another bay where one of the guides just gave us a bit of history about the area, and yeah, there was an Aboriginal mission out there, and his grandfather worked pearling luggers in that area as well, so it was really interesting, really good value. So yeah, Sam's fun fact. So the tide in that area turns around every 6 hours, and it's about an 8 to 10 metre tide. That's what causes the effect. So all that water rushes out, and then when it comes back in, it means the reef is exposed for about 12 hours a day. So yeah, it was really fascinating. Alright, today I'm just going to do nothing. Well, not nothing, but I might go down and have a bit of a fish on the foreshore. And other than that, I'm just going to hang around the van, basically. Alright, I'll clean up and start my day. So I thought after a big day yesterday, I might just spend today hanging out around the van. Go down the front and throw a line in, see what's around. But yeah, I won't be doing too much. Although the guy next door's invited me for a beer down to the RSL this afternoon, so that should be cool. Happy to do that. Righto, we'll have a go at this. Let's see what's out there. G'day. The wind's starting to get up a little bit. The tide should about be fully in now. Morning. So yeah, yesterday quiet day. Went down and threw a line in, but didn't really catch anything. A few bites and a catfish, and yeah, that was it. And then in the afternoon, went up and had a couple of beers at the RSL with the guy that's here next door, or camped next door to me. So he's from Perth, and so we went up, and him and his wife and myself, and we had a couple of beers up at the RSL, which was cool. Today I'm going to walk into town and go to the market, have a look at that, and then I'm not sure what else I'll do today. Alright, but apparently the market's walking distance, so 20 minutes or so, I'll go and do that. Sam's fun fact. So, the history of Broome and Cygnet Bay and all of that at the moment is all around pearls, right? And everyone talks about the cultured pearls and all that sort of stuff. But in fact, when the pearling industry, they still called it the pearling industry, was at its heights in the 1800s, with more than 400 luggers working waters and divers working the waters around Broome and the Kimberley. It was actually about the shells and the button industry. Mother of pearl was used to make buttons, and the mother of pearl used for those buttons, especially the white ones, came out of about 60 or 70% of it came out of this area, the Kimberley, worldwide. And then when plastic came along, the pearling industry collapsed because they didn't need mother of pearl anymore. They used to use plastic, and that's when they started to do the cultured pearls. Someone worked out how to seed oysters to make pearls. So that's how they started it. But here you go, it's all about buttons. Broome's wealth was all about buttons, not pills. Okay, I'm going to clean up and start my day. I'm going to walk up to the market. About a 30-minute walk, I think. I haven't done much walking for a while, but I need to get into practice, ready for the gib. These are all the waterfront sites on this caravan park. Looking at out over Roebuck Bay. Apparently you can see the stairway to the moon from here, so it'll be interesting. Nice pool area. Haven't been in yet, but it looks alright. Okay, so I walked into the market. That's a good walk. Now I'm at Streeter's Jetty, so I'm going to do the jetty to jetty walk back. From Streeter's Jetty to Town Beach Jetty. I made it to Town Jetty. This is just a hot soup and a jump to the caravan park. Had to film this on my phone, the bloody battery on the camera died. More than well, that brings to a close my first week in Broome, or the first part of my visit to Broome. Yeah, I'm going to end the video here. Yesterday I walked into town, went to the market and had a look around, bought a couple of things, and then walked from the market into Chinatown, grabbed a couple of things at the supermarket, went and walked across to Streeter Pier, and the pier-to-pier walk back. So I walked back, got through on the jetty to jetty walk back to Town Beach Jetty and then up into Caravan Park. So I think I did about 7 kilometres all up. So it's a good start for getting back some of my fitness, ready to walk some of the canyons on the Gib River. So yeah, we'll end the video here, and today I'm gonna get the car cleaned, or I'm gonna go and clean the car, wash the car, do some touch-ups on the car, and basically have another lazy day tomorrow. Yeah, so we'll start again on Monday with the next video. Don't forget, give us a like, give us a and subscribe and all that stuff. Ka kite.